with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
At one time.
Now we have the last game on the docket for the Super Wild Card weekend. We have the Monday night game, and this looks very
yikes
bad for one team in general, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And so the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be without A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. He's limping into the game.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
He had his finger.
He practiced full though. He practiced full yesterday.
It's not looking too good. Reports that Nick Sirianni, if he loses this game, possibly he might be out. So
that's crazy.
It's not looking too good for this team right now, and they haven't been playing really good ball since that San Francisco 49ers game. And I just look at this and I say I think Tampa wins this game.
The spread is still 3.5 Philly. 3 points for Philly. Thought they would have changed the line to the Buccaneers since A.J. Brown got hurt. Yeah, if the line is still 3 with A.J. Brown out, something suspicious about that. But, yeah, the Eagles are finished. I just don't. They beat the Buccaneers earlier in the season, but that defense has somehow regressed even more from that point. I think Baker Mayfield wins the OU matchup against Jalen Hurts and just lights them boys up. Mike Evans might go for 200 yards at this point, even though Slay is back. But all you got to do is put him on Bradbury, and we already know how Bradbury get down. What about Bradbury? Trash. But, yeah, I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles losing this one. Yeah. I had the Eagles winning at first, but the way recent developments, Jason Kelce getting emotional on the podcast and had to leave and come back the next. I'm like, oh yeah, this team is finished. Yeah, I'm going Buccaneers.
It just seems like a team that's ready to get to the offseason. That's what it just seems like to me. I don't see the Eagles really wanting to continue in the playoffs. It seems like I feel like the Buccaneers, although they're a very flawed team, they've had some boneheaded mistakes as well. I mean, they almost lost to the Carolina Panthers. So they've made some boneheaded mistakes. But just the way the offenses looked with Baker Mayfield, with Mike Evans, with everybody else, and then the defense has been okay.
And the Eagles can't stop the run anymore. So
yeah,
shoot,
Rashad White has been tremendous. If you already know, if you play fantasy.
You saw what James Conner did to them boys.
I just look at the trajectory for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they're going up. They've gone up while the Eagles have gone down. I just don't see how the Eagles win this game unless this offense all of a sudden just starts clicking and Jalen Hurts starts reverting back to last year's Jalen Hurts.
They would have to completely change the play call, man.
They would.
And they don't have the playmaker A.J. Brown no more. He's pretty much the best person. Unless DeAndre Swift goes for 200 yards on the ground, I don't see how they win this game. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I don't see it either. So that's just the way I'm looking at it. Unless they –
You know what they reverted to?
What?
The 2021 Eagles.
Oh, really?
And if I'm not mistaken, they played the Buccaneers that year, and they lost.
Yep, the Brady Bucks.
Yep.
They got absolutely destroyed. It wasn't even close.
Yep, this is kind of reminiscent of that.
Well, it's gonna be an interesting offseason for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I will be there with the shovels ready to dig the grave of the Philadelphia Eagles if they lose. But if they win, then we'll postpone it the next week.
Right. All right, well, that'll do it for Super Wild Card Weekend. And let's get to the next topic of things.
Also, I wanted to bring something up really quickly.
Yeah.
Last week, week 18, I finished 11-5 on predictions, and on the season, I believe my record was, granted, I missed a few weeks. Like, I missed week 1 and I believe week 17 because we didn't record. Week 1, I just forgot to track it. I went 130-95.
Okay.
Which is pretty solid. It's about, I think that's 73%.
73%. Okay.
Hey, I'll take it. I would have won some money if I was betting on these games.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Super Wild Card Weekend. Let's get to the next topic.
Look, cold world, still a cold world. And a couple of y'all is cool, but we a little more thorough. Whole time, a little more girls. You know I spit that 6 shit and it's still no cure. Hold up.